Hello everybody, welcome to the very first ever so official episode of Hangin with Hannah. Just for clarification, I'm Hannah. I'm sure we are all just dazzled to start the stress of a new semester. I'm so stressed. I wore my gym shirt to convince myself that I would have time at some point in the day to go to the gym. I am on an emotional overload. Maybe it's because after this semester I'm actually going to be an actual human who actually contributes to an actual society. Pretty soon, I'm going to need to hire somebody to do my taxes so I don't need to keep going to my parents' house. I'll leave it up to my parents so it's a valid excuse to go home and be in pajamas all day and acceptably eat food. Feeling so stressed, overwhelmed, and without a doubt in a quarter-life crisis had me easily notice his book cover. Calm the down. Dang right, I purchased that book. Talks about how to handle money, stress, work matters, anger buildups, and how to release frustration. I'll let you in on a little tidbit of advice, and that is to calm the down. After purchasing a triple-digit amount worth of school books, I find myself to open up the Calm the Down book more often than my hefty purchase. And that's why I'm your classic C student. At least I'm preparing my integrity for the real world. Times move so quick that we need to keep up with the new inventions in our millennia. Every single week, something new is coming out, like the iPhone X was once an iPhone 4 6 years ago. I find it intriguing how we like to spend more time focusing on the newest trends, but not the fact of how we can help ourselves through this nuclear crisis. We focus on the newest trends as a distraction. I got it. Then, when we all get blown up, we are at least wearing our AirPods and the newest Nike Air Vapor Max Plus shoes. Speaking of AirPods, I will always be the person to be 2 to 3 inventions behind on a product. Like I still have the classic alarm clock with the cracked screen, while y'all are relying on your smartphones to wake you up. Which means I still have your classic wired headphones. And I'm that one friend in the group who's just more hyped at the fact that I recently got the wired headphones that have the volume adjustment on the cord. I'm going to have to let my mind settle with these until I move on to the next step, which is the AirPods. By the time I move on to the AirPods, there will be probably Bluetooth chips that go in your ear that aren't even visible. Coming back to my cracked alarm clock, it's the worst when you hit snooze, and then the second snooze, you finally get up. Then when you're in the bathroom or in the kitchen, a million miles away, you just hear it go off. And you feel it's mocking you because you're already up. The alarm clock is like, well, when you hit stop, then you're actually awake. It's like a relationship with trust issues. I trust my alarm clock for making me wake up and, be on time and the person I gotta be. The clock doesn't have so much faith in my ambition, and I'm low-key offended by that. Who needs a relationship? I think we convince ourselves in our mind that we are lonely, even though there are billions of people who share this planet with us. Then you get into a relationship and you feel invincible. It's a great perk. But it's not so hot as that when you have to worry about where they're going, why they aren't answering in less than 5 hours, why they started eating something they never liked before. Oh my God, if they're doing that, they must be talking to somebody else. But in the end, y'all love each other as much as you love your new AirPods. To all you lovers, I'm wishing you a happy, dearest Valentine's Day. To all you single folks like me, I'm wishing you the best day of self-love and the party like it's 1969. We'll see you next week for another episode of Hangin' with Hannah, which is still me, by the way.